Oh, there's a hawk up here on this pole. Look at this. See it on the fence post right there? There it goes. Sorry, girl. Ooh, she's like, I want my spot back. Did she go back? Yep, she went right back to that pole. How did I know it was a girl? Because of the size. Female hawks or red-tailed hawks are bigger than the males. What's going on, guys and girls? A little lunchtime ride. Bit chilly out too. So I am on my way to enjoy some sunshine today. Got a couple topics for the video. Let's clear this dangerous intersection here. Ugh. First topic is, if you notice on my screen, it says downloading and saving a ride. Yeah, I got a ride plan this summer with Scooter Wolf. I'm gonna kind of keep it under wraps until everything's a go. You know, because don't want to jinx it. And plus, you know, weather changes. You know, even politics can change between now and then, which leads me to the second topic. Thanks to a random generator online, it's world peace. I know I own a piece of the world. It's a little over 1 acre, almost an acre and a quarter. But I don't think it's talking about that kind of peace, or any other kind of peace other than everybody getting along. So I, you know, gave some thought into it. What would it take for world peace to happen? And if you look at how society and government run, what you end up seeing is conflicts in beliefs and ideologies. So I was thinking, how are we going to be able to achieve world peace? And I started thinking about, well, bring that down to a more personal level. And on the personal level, we see the same thing. You see conflicts and beliefs and ideologies on a human level, on interaction. You know, I don't like chunky peanut butter as much as I do like smooth peanut butter. And somebody else may like chunky more than smooth. So let's say me and this other imaginary person are having to decide with limited resources what kind of peanut butter. Well, we might be able to come up with a compromise. You know, maybe make it so it's part of it's chunky and part of it's not. But what if we're not the ones making it? What if we only have limited resources to get either a jar of chunky peanut butter or a jar of smooth peanut butter? Well, then it comes down to what? Different factors, you know. Is there a compromise that could be made in some other way? You know, what if we've been taking turns on the peanut butter? What if there's another resource? You know, whoever gets the way they want on the peanut butter, somebody gets a different resource they want on something else. Then you have to consider, well, is that other resource equal to the peanut butter in value, or is it more than? It gets complicated. I mean, who knew that peanut butter could be so controversial? Something as simple as chunky versus smooth peanut butter is not easily settled. Then what chance do we have as humans to achieve world peace? So yeah, I know it's kind of glib. You know, somebody's going to say, oh, world's more complicated than peanut butter, or peanut butter's not that big of a deal. It's all about perspective. You know, what I may think's important, somebody else may not think's important, and vice versa. It's bad situation to be in to try to achieve world peace. You know, there's different ways you could do it. You could just say, we're just going to outlaw all one kind of peanut butter. Everybody just gets one kind of peanut butter. But then somebody somewhere wants their special kind of peanut butter, or their different kind of peanut butter. Or some may be allergic to peanut butter, I guess. So then, I guess, how would you settle that? How do you settle the needs of one versus the needs of many? Which is more important? Individual freedom or society having peace? You know, a world society. That is the sticky part of the peanut butter equation. How do you settle the individual needs of one versus the needs of a society? I am interested to see what kind of comments this video gets. On some things, individual freedoms do have to take a back seat to the safety of everyone. So how does that tie to world peace? I guess if you think about, you see these countries that go through upheavals. You know, somebody gets replaced, there's a vacuum for the position of power, people vie for that, there's conflict. Nobody else gets involved in that conflict until it starts threatening other countries, right? That's the world peace part. Your country can solve its own problems up until it spills over to somebody else's. Then it affects more countries. So I guess that makes sense too. You can figure out what you want, chunky or smooth. You can fight about it until that fight affects other people. And then it becomes no longer in your hands to solve. So you can see a chunky, smooth peanut butter conflict going from just a disagreement between two people to maybe involving other people, and then pretty soon society gets involved, and there's all kinds of back and forth, and who's going to do what. You know, there's factions formed and fights breaking out, chaos, and then that chaos spills over from one place to another until the entire country split into two factions, chunky versus smooth peanut butter. And then somehow it spills over to a regional conflict. One country starts affecting another country and pulls others in. Then you see a worldwide conflict.
Sighing through the trees and the babbling brook as it wends its way onward, babbling and